All right, what's up, guys? This is Will Foreman from Bosu, America. I'm down at Jack's Junkyard, and I know a lot of people talk. They don't like Jack's Junkyard, but it's a junkyard. I was wanting to throw out. He has another whole row of Hondas. I'm talking about all the way down there, and this is on the opposite side. You probably wouldn't know if you didn't ask, but I'm a Honda guy. Look at this. Look at that cover on there. Jeez. But has another whole row. I just walked down the whole row because usually I don't never even come on this side. Look at this thing. Man, the seats in there are freaking immaculate. One thing I will say about Hondas, I'm always looking in Hondas for stuff. I mean, this thing smells like mold. This thing has been in a flood. But again, it has some really good stuff in it. Let me grab my bag. Since I've already looked, I'm just gonna walk down and let you see. I mean, he's got some older Hondas in here if you're looking for some. Like, for instance, that old Accord over there. That's an older Accord. That thing has all the body parts if you're looking for it. Tons of Civics I find all the time. That's a two-door Accord, but there are tons of Civics in here. I mean, even some Del Sols. If you're looking for some Del Sol parts, there's a Del Sol with a hardtop. Hold on, let me get here so you can see it. If I ain't mistaken, most of the time I hear guys complaining, is that a hardtop? It sure is. Hold on. Look at that. There's the hardtop on there. The seats are good too. I heard those things link up pretty good in Civics. I don't know. I've never really tried them. I'm actually curious to know if the Del Sol seats fit inside of a Civic. I wouldn't know that. I've never tried it. I may decide, today. But he has a whole extra row of Hondas back here. Look at that, Accords. A lot of two-door Accords too I've been seeing. At one time I couldn't find Accords. Now I can find Accords a dime a dozen. I mean, Civics for days. Look at that green one right there. Look at that. That's got all the parts on it. Look at that. Civics for days. And I've been back here and took a bunch of parts from back here. Sorry about that. But this is a whole row of nothing but Hondas. I mean, there's some Toyotas in here. And again, I'm not saying nothing about Toyota simply because I am a man, look at those wheels on there. I don't know, I haven't seen those before. But those on a two-door V6. And it's in good condition. It's got all the parts you're probably gonna need. Now look at this. That actually got heads on it. Huh. That's a Del Sol. Is that a Del Sol? Or a Prelude? No, it's a Prelude, my bad. I mean, vans, everything. Look at that. Now that little Civic, that's a white whale for me. I can never find those hatches. I might talk this one guy into trading me a hatch for my wagon. Because the wagon, it needs some work. I don't mind it, but look at that. Gus tripping. Toyota sitting right there with all the parts on it. Back is rusted out. But just wanted to show you, there's an extra row of Hondas. If you're a Honda guy and you need some Hondas, here it is. Oh, look at them tires. Nice tires. This is a nice Civic. Blown engine probably, I don't know. I always look for wreck cars. Wreck cars have the best parts because the engine is still good. And then the guy said when I came in, they got a lot of he said a whole bunch of Volvos in all of a sudden. But I'm gonna cut off for a few and I'm gonna go to the other side, and I'm actually gonna go look on the side where I always go get parts at. But that's all the way down to nothing but Hondas and Toyotas, but I'm just telling you, tons of Hondas. All right, I'm going the other way. All right, so I actually found a truck. Look at that turbo. They actually put it on the manifold. I don't know what they did with that, but I found some hard hats. But this is the gold I found right here. These visors. These visors can be used as a wing, spoiler, whatever you want to call it. So I am definitely going to pull this off. I wish I was badass and knowing how to work these things, because I will pull this off and wide body my Accord with it, but I don't have the parts and the know-how to do that, and I just ain't really ready to mess with it just yet. When I can finally put the Accord down as a car where I could just drive when I want to, then we'll go. But let me pull this wing off and then I'll show you. All right, so I pulled it off, and I actually like this one. This one actually has a curve in it. So I'm gonna take this one home, refinish it. This may go onto my Accord, because I might flip my box over to my wagon. So I'm gonna buy it. I mean, they're hard to find. Sometimes you find them on trucks. It just depends on what you look at when you're looking for them. So every so often when I find them, I'll grab them. And I found some hard hats. I'm gonna recreate these hard hats and make them look like Japanese hard hats. All right, I'm out. All right, this is Will from Bosu America. I totally forgot to do something today, or say what I did. I went to the junkyard and found a couple things. I found these construction worker hats. As you see, I'm starting to paint them. I'm actually going to make me some Bosu helmets out of these. I'm going to do one. Both of them going to be a military. If I have enough black, I'll do one in black. But also, I found another wing off of a truck at Jack's Junkyard, which actually I'll just add this video all together. And right now on my cars, let's see, the Civic is actually the one that's running the best right now. The Accord, the rack of pinion is leaking. I just got to fix that. Outside of that, that car will run fine, you know, once the rack of pinion is fixed in it. Now the Accord, I have to replace the actual gaskets inside the engine. The gaskets inside the engine have come off. There's a grommet one under the rocker arms I have to replace for my Accord. I think if you've had this car, you kind of know what I'm about to show you. I actually pulled my, give me a second here. I pulled my plugs out, and come to find out, hold on one second, let me hold this up so I don't kill myself. Come to find out, under the plug wire, it was oil in that one. This one right there, it was oil. And I forgot about this non-VTEC style engine, that up under here you have your O-rings because it's overhead cam, but there's another O-ring under right where the rocker arms getting pushed back and forth. So I have to have that replaced. So I put the plugs on because the car was running terrible, and I also got a main relay switch also as well. This car, I'm not gonna have this car long. I'm gonna get rid of this car. Either I'm gonna trade this car in for something, for another Accord, or I'm gonna get a new car. So I don't know where this car is gonna go. I thought about selling it, but then again, I just ain't in the mood to sell nothing. I like trading stuff. But the Beast, I have a plan for this car. This car, I'm gonna start redoing the suspension on it, fix the rack of pinion, and I'm gonna do the fuel lines. And this one in the wintertime, I'm gonna take a long trip in this one because of the skybox. I love my skybox, I don't care what nobody say. The Civic is still the car I just drive, you know, around town, you know, and I do this one too. But I'm gonna finish these helmets up, and I just put a couple more stickers on my car. Unfortunately, I don't care what nobody says. I like making stickers. You know, that's what got me into cars a long time ago, and I'll always keep on loving them because of that. So let me do these helmets because I got to start cooking for later. All right, guys, see ya.